Hello students, I am Sheetal Garwal, your social science teacher. I hope that you all are keeping well and also you are serious about your online study. Now today we will start our new topic inside our earth. This is our second chapter of geography. Okay, in this chapter our learning objectives are layers of the earth, rocks, rock cycle and minerals. Yes, if the earth is cut open, it would show different layers as depicted in the diagram. Yes, let's us study these layers one by one. Okay, the first layer is crust. Okay, the uppermost layer of the earth's surface is called the crust. It is the thinnest of all the layers. It is around 35 km thick in the landmass and just 5 to 10 km thick under the oceans. Okay, the main constituents of the continental mass are silica and aluminium. It is therefore called Sial. Sial, Si means silica and aluminium means Al. It is therefore called Sial. Sial from silica and aluminium from aluminium. The oceanic crust mainly constitutes of silica and magnesium is thus called SEMA. Okay, Si from silica and Ma from magnesium. Next layer is mantle. Okay, yes, this layer is about 2900 km thick. It is mainly composed of ferro magnesium silicate. This can be divided into a two as the upper and lower mantle. Okay, the layer are distinguished by the viscosity of the components. Clear? Yes, students. Now our next layer is core. The core is estimated to be with about 3500 km radius. The core is also divided as outer and inner core. The inner core is solid and mainly composed of iron, while the outer core is liquid and constitutes iron and nickel. Okay, this is the set to be formed of Ni. Ni from nickel and Fe from ferrous of iron. Okay, the core is at a very high temperature and pressure. Yes, student, our next point is rocks. What is rocks? Yeah, rocks is any natural mass of mineral matter that makes up the earth crust is called rock. The crust of the earth is made up of various type of rocks with the different composition of minerals and chemicals. They have different color, size, density and texture, and this depend on the way they are formed. Okay, rocks are generally classified by their composition, by their appearance or by their texture and by the process of their formation. Okay, yes, thus rocks are of three types. First is igneous rock, second one is sedimentary rock and third one is metamorphic rocks. Yes, students, igneous rocks means igneous rocks are also called the primary rocks. These are formed when melted magma cools and turn into two main categories. Okay. Yeah. What is igneous rocks? Igneous rocks are also called primary rocks. These are formed when melted magma cools and turn into a solid rocks. Okay, these rocks are further divided into a two main categories: extrusive and volcanic rocks. Okay, extrusive rocks or plutonic rocks. When any volcano erupts, molten magma flows out which rapidly cools down and solidifies into a rocks. Such rocks are called volcanic or extrusive rocks. Okay, yes, and on the other hand plutonic or intrusive rocks are formed when magma cools and crystallizes slowly within the earth crust. Okay, this is comparatively slower process. Yes, second one is sedimentary rocks. Rocks keep breaking, cracking and disintegrating due to weathering action of water and wind, sun and rain, etc. These smaller pieces of and particles are transported by winds and water are collected at the place in the form of sediments. Okay, and they gradually get compressed by their own weight and harden into a rocks which have visible layer. These rocks is not only have minerals but also in animals and plant remain and fossils. Okay, which once lived and died in those areas. For example, sedimentary rocks are sandstone, mudstones and limestones. Clear? Yes, metamorphic rocks. Yeah, as the name suggested, metamorphic rocks are rocks which have changed their state from their earlier form. They are formed by subjective any rock type like including previously formed metamorphic rock to different temperature and pressure conditions than those in which the original rocks was formed. Okay, these temperature and pressure are so high that they are changed and original minerals into other minerals type of formed by various natural process like recrystallization, etc. Some example of limestone, okay, changes to marble and clay into state. Clear, students? Yeah. Yes, the process of rock cycle. Okay, the rock cycle is a simple term can be described as the process of transformation of a rock from one rock form to another. It is a fundamental concept in geography. Okay, sorry, it is a fundamental concept of geology that describes the changes among the three main rocks type sedimentary, metamorphic and igneous rocks. Okay, these changes do not happen in a clay or even in a year but take hundreds of years to understand the process. Let's see that example below. Okay, when the melted magma cools, it solidifies to become igneous rocks. Those igneous rocks are broken down into a small particles that are transported and deposited to the form of sedimentary rocks, and when the igneous and sedimentary rocks are subjected to heat and pressure, they changing into metamorphic rocks. Yes, uses of rocks. Yeah, the uses of rocks is very important. Because of that, rocks are used by humans for various construction activity. They are used in making roads, houses, buildings, etc. Okay, rocks are crushed, grinded, cut and polished to change their shape and size to make them usable in different forms. Okay, and rocks are the sources of minerals like gold. Rocks are used in constructions as aquifer. They are good sources of water. Okay, and they form mountain which are place of seismic beauty of. Okay, so yes, and our next and last point in this chapter is minerals. Okay, what is minerals? Minerals are naturally occurring substances which have distinct physical and chemical properties. Each mineral has its specific chemical composition and may or may not be available in pure form. Rocks are composed of various minerals. The used variety of minerals is dispersed in different concentration and not available in uniform propagation across the earth's surface. Okay, humans have extracted these form of natural form, convert into them unusable form and transport them to be user. Okay, the minerals are used for various humans uses like fuel, constructions, industries, chemicals, etc. Yeah, the common example of minerals are coal, petroleum, natural gas, iron, aluminium, silica, yes, uranium, gold, silver, etc. So, you shall be studying about minerals in more detail in our next class. Clear, student? Yes, I hope you are understand what is this in this chapter.